usually hear me talk about things that's going on in my community, what's going on with the government, and of course the corrupt mainstream media. Now, on this video alone, I usually encourage people to post their comments and rate the video however they want. But this time, that's not going to happen. You will not be able to rate the video or post your comments at the bottom. In this video alone, I want you to just understand this is my honest opinion. I'm going to call it like I see it. This is not a liberal thing. This is not a Democratic thing. This is not supporting President Obama because he's black. This is just how I see things. And this is one of the things that really frustrate me about the conservatives. This is not a Republican thing. This is just a whole movement. So let me go ahead and just say there will be a video for you to post your comments and for you to rate however you want. I'm just going to make at least a minute of it, just devoted for you to say whatever you want to say and get it off your chest. I won't respond to any of it. All I'm going to do is just stand here like this. And when that video ends, you have a right to post your comments. But on this video, it's going to be said what it is. Congressman John Lewis, a former civil rights icon, he was walking to Congress and he was shouted by racial epithets. Congressman Barney Frank, an openly gay congressman, he was called the F word. Now, I said it again, that I am tolerant towards blacks, whites, Hispanics, Asian American, Native American, Arab American, the gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender community, the disabled, military veterans, and of course any other nationality. I have nothing against anybody of any race, gender, or sexuality. I want to be clear when I say this because I constantly hear from conservatives that I'm racist. I'm not racist. But one thing is clear, that from every comment that I've seen from every conservative viewer, from everybody who supports the Republican Party and the Tea Party movement and all this hateful stuff towards President Obama and the racial epithets being thrown by white supremacists online, I realize that the conservative movement as a whole is a bunch of racists. Not only racist, sexist. Not only sexist, homophobic. Not only homophobic, but Islamophobic. Not only Islamophobic, but just plain out ignorant. Ignorant to the facts. They don't care about the facts. All they got right now is Fox News, talk radio, and those internet blogs. They'll make up anything just to attack President Obama. They scream at success. They cheer for failure. This is just the whole thing about the conservatives. They don't care about the other opinion. They don't want moderates like myself in this debate. They just don't want nothing. All they want to see is Ronald Reagan come out of the grave and resume his post as the 40th President of the United States. I mean, I'm so frustrated with all this talk about Martin Luther King was a Republican. He's not a Republican. You don't have the time to call the Southern Christian Leadership Committee. I'm so tired of Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan died in 2004. It's been over 20 years. Move on. President Bush had left us with an economic recession, high home foreclosure crisis, high unemployment, 2 wars, and a divided Congress. Right now, President Obama is in power, and the problems will now rely on him now since he passed that comprehensive health care reform package. It's just frustrating. I really do get tired of this. From the first person who raised that video poor to the person who just calls me everything out of the book. I read the newspapers, I read the internet blogs, I go to the news channels, and yet I still get this constant ignorant attack from somebody who doesn't agree with the message. So whoever's watching, whether you're conservative, libertarian, or even just plain out ignorant, I want you to understand this. There's nothing personal about what I say about you or your views. I have nothing against conservatives in general. But to my opinion and to everyone who probably supports my views, I realize that conservatives are not only just racist, but just plain out ignorant. In the next video, I will just stand here and just look at the camera. Hopefully you can understand from what I'm doing is just talking about something that goes on in my community, the government, and of course the corrupt mainstream media. You don't have to like the message. You don't have to agree with the video. But I am frustrated to no means with the ignorance coming from the right. The left is just giving me just about the same hard time as the right, but the right is just as mean. And it is really, 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 really disgusting. And from this point on, the videos that I will do will criticize President Obama and Vice President Joe Biden, okay? So just get that out of your heads that I'm going to be 100% President Obama, okay? And that's not going to happen. He's got the same standards as President George W. Bush and Vice President Dick Cheney. It's going to be the same videos over and over again until 2012. Because when the Republicans line up someone who's not capable of taking them on, that's another 4 years. So, conservatives, my next video, go ahead, make my day.